Hi, I'm Lulu. Welcome to Lulu's Way. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to my little kitchenette, where today I'm going to show you how I make my mixed grains. Many people have asked me how I make them, so I'm going to show you how I do that. The grains that I've chosen to cook together is basmati rice, wild rice, quinoa, and farro. I buy large bags of them, maybe like 5-pound bags of them, and then I just store them. And I put them in mason jars. So I got my basmati rice. I have my wild rice. I have my farro. And I have my quinoa. So I'll show you how I mix these together. What I use for my portion, for me, it's 1.5 times the water. So I just use this cup. This is a 10-ounce cup, so that's what I use. So I use this to fill my grains, and then I do 1.5 of these for the water. So I'll show you how I proportion these grains. So I grab a tablespoon, and I'll put my farro in first. Now farro is a wheat, and it looks like this. It looks like that. And so if you don't eat gluten, you wouldn't want to eat this. So I put 2 tablespoons of the farro. Here's the quinoa. 2 tablespoons of quinoa. And then here's the wild rice. 2. And then the white basmati rice to the top. Now, a couple of people have asked me, and it's a very, very good question, is that all of these things have different cooking times. So how does that work out? It just works out. I don't know whether I'm not fussy or nothing feels like that it's overcooked or undercooked. It just feels like it just all cooks together nicely for me anyway. So I have this little baking dish, and I am going to bake this. Now most people cook their grains on the top of the stove. I don't. I bake it. For me, it comes out perfect every single time. It comes out, it doesn't stick. It comes out perfect. So the first thing I want to do is rinse. So I'm going to get this little colander. I'm going to pour my grains in here, and I'm going to rinse for a little bit like this. There you go. All right. Now I'm going to put in 1.5 times the water. So I'll fill this right to the top. And then I'll fill it halfway. There we go. I'll grab a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to put this right in my little toaster oven, right over here. So this needs to be covered. You could put tin foil over it to cover it, but I just grab a little baking pan, and that's how I cover mine. I'm going to put it on bake for 400 degrees for 30 minutes. Then when it's finished, I turn the oven off and I don't open it. I let it stay in there. I let it sit in the residual heat for 15 minutes. So it's going to take a total of 45 minutes, but it's 30 minutes cooking time. And at the end of 45 minutes, you've got to see what I have here. It's so good. The texture's perfect. It's fluffy. It's wonderful. Come on back when this is done. Okay, so I think we're ready. So it's been in the oven for 30 minutes at 400 degrees. It dinged, and then I set my timer on my phone for 15 minutes, and that just went off. So I think it's going to be just perfect. There we go. Okay, so now you have to see how beautiful this fluffs up. Nothing is sticky. Absolutely perfect. So I'm just going to let this cool. Then I'll just slap the cover on, put it in the fridge. I typically have this for breakfast every day. I take 4 ounces of this and I put it in a pan with some chopped up chives from my garden, and then I put in 2 eggs and I make like a omelet with the grains, and it's absolutely a delicious, filling, satisfying, healthy breakfast. Sometimes I have it with lunch or dinner as well. For my lunch and my dinner, I kind of swap out between the grains and sweet potatoes. So I hope that you see how easy it is to make these. You can pick the 4 grains that you like, maybe keep the main one a rice, whatever your favorite rice is, and then just 2 tablespoons of 3 other grains, whatever grains that you like. You know, leave the farro out if you're gluten intolerant. So enjoy, and bye for now.